And we are live. It is sprint qualifying round 2, China, Shanghai International Circuit. What's going on, John? Easy G. It's going to get techie this. I don't know how I feel, chat. Bloody half a second down the road, Mercedes, HPP, George Russell looking planted. Is this the unravelling of the season, ladies and gentlemen, of the F1 jury as we know it? Do they need to level for the competitor? I mean, you tell me which one's the bigger problem, chat. Is the bigger problem the bloody rules and the regs and the combined harvester championship Viagra GP? Or is it the fact that Mercedes have about a second in hand on the rest? I'm telling you, Nintendo qualified. It's going to get techie, this. Formula One, some say, is far too formulaic, or maybe I'm being premature again. I don't know. Who knows? T minus 25 minutes until we get ourselves the cheeky sprint qualifying, the first sprint qualifying of the 2026 season, and I'm here for it. Here's hoping that we get to see something that's a little bit competitive. If Maximilian Verstappen has his way and the car doesn't yeet him into the bloody barrier like it did Oscar Piastri on the reconnaissance lap. Do you know what I mean? Charles Leclerc becomes the second longest tenured driver in Ferrari history this weekend, trailing only Michael Schumacher. Bloody Nora. Been around a while as this Charles Leclerc fella. Not too much longer though, I don't think. I'll tell you what, chat. I was just watching the onboard, Anthony Davidson commentary, the onboard of George Russell. It feels like if we're talking about extents, that the problem is less around here than it was Albert Park. There are more braking zones, are there not? So the extent to which they need to amend for this, the panacea looks less extensive around here than it would have been Albert Park. I still think they're gonna do something. People hate it too much. Max Verstappen saying it's Mario Kart. Charles Leclerc saying it's Mario Kart. F1 bloody changing, like deleting all of our memories like Men in Black. What you think you saw, you did not see. Chaos, ECG. Indeed. With both everybody hit. I mean, he without sin, Johnny, shall cast the first stone and all that. Morning at TWM, you're a legend, mate. Get the bag rattled. Limited. I mean, George looks good. He does look good. Big favourite if you didn't get it earlier on. 50% of the time. 74 if you're watching concurrently, do me a favour and smash that like button if you could, please, because it means a lot. And don't forget to subscribe, because we're trying to do purple sectors in 2026, notwithstanding Formula One's best efforts. I was just listening to the Chris Harris on Cars podcast, and Manish and Chris Cooper. They're all like, well, there's always been an easy friction between F1 as a sport and F1 as entertainment. But now they've just dialed it too far to the left, and they need to just bring it back in a little bit. That's all that we're expecting. Because as a percentage of the whole, if you're talking about causation, the drivers have never been less. You know what I mean? The super clipping happens by itself. Like what's that about? Cameron plays the cheeky bet on Max out in Q2. Behave yourself, Johnny. No touch. Bet against Max Verstappen. Or some say soon to be 5-time at your peril. However, I mean, bloody Norway, has he got the car underneath him? Has he? I don't know. It's gonna be a bit. It's a bit techie. Long day. Need for Roy propaganda right now. Ryan, they've already bloody changed the wing. Come with the Macarena wing. Hope. Where is it now? Do you know what I mean? Taking it off. Random walk design philosophy, Scuderia Ferrari, the red car with a yellow badge and the black prancing horse. What else would you expect at this stage, yo, Cam? Max can't make up 1.8 seconds following. I feel like we're finally singing from the same hymn sheet. No, I didn't see P1. I didn't see P1. Is it bad? I took a cheeky screenshot. Jojo, you're a legend. Nice poker face. I took a cheeky screenshot of the timings, and all I saw was that Mercedes had gone clear. Do you know what I mean? At the top of the timing sheet by 1,000 gazillion miles. Let's have a look. Bloody Nora. Max on a 34.5. Oh, shoot. Yeah, 2 seconds, mate. Oh, fudge. BYD racing team. I saw somebody say something. I was like, I need to borrow this. This is genius. They said that, not that it's Mario Kart. Tell me your best name for what we're seeing at the moment. The most apropos name. Mario Kart GP, Viagra GP, Formula One being far too formulaic. I know, Wayne, it had to be done. But it's already half gone away, hasn't it? I mean, this never grows. It's really weird. There's a picture. You guys will come on and be like, oh, Cameron recession. Since I was about 3 years old, this bit has I've never had hair there. So whilst the recession is a true thing. Pre-practice, the cars didn't look right. Their pace around the track was quite slinky, says Sebastian. It's a problem, chat. Out in Q2 is realistic. Wow. Wouldn't you always say bet the line? Yeah, no, it's true. It's true, Johnny. Formula gone. I'm gonna find what this person said in the comments. It was brilliant. It was perfect. No, I'm not joining the board side yet. Just not just yet, Sir John. Not just yet. Cam, how's Max's RB looking? Not great, mate. 1.8 seconds adrift of George's Mercedes. Feels like this early morning we're about to mourn ourselves the 2026 season, that finally Mercedes are going to show their hand, or if they haven't shown it already, 1.8 seconds down the road. Donkey Kong Racing. He made me do it, Cap. I think Max can get into Q3. Oh my gosh, is that what we're doing, Easy G? I don't know if you're taking the mic or not. Jeez. Oh. I bet against Max. You know what, Sir John? I bet against. I mean, you're not betting against Max, are you? Though you're betting against Red Bull, Ford. If we're being technical and precise with our language, it's the Red Bull, Ford, right? You can't do anything without a car. If you don't have the wheelbarrow, then problems of his car died. HRP horsepower. Hey, let's go. That's very good. Horsepower replacement therapy. You've nearly triggered my memory there. No, it's not horsepower. Can't remember. I'm gonna have to find it. It was brilliant. Viagra GP is what I like. Although it's happening less around here, right? As you'd expect, it's less. There are more braking zones, and so it's less. Combined harvester GP is really good. Just woke up and people question if Max can get into Q3. Is this going to be techie? I think Max will probably be able to get through to Q3. He was 1.8 seconds adrift, but again, still, it'll be all right. I think it'll be all right. Driver of the day will be enabled by an extra boost for the last 2 laps. Bloody Nora. This is a joke, isn't it, chat? It's bad. Buongiorno, dear, says Izzy. So you're a legend. Oh, let me say this again. Whilst we wait, T-minus 17 minutes until we get ourselves a cheeky sprint quali, which will be different in terms of its format, lest we forget. Harambe, am I banned? You might be, Harambe. You might be. I'm not suffering. 2026 is the year of the horse, not the year of disrespect. So, disrespect at your peril. Shaved head would look good on you, Cam. No rush. Davey, I can't do it yet. It's drawing me. It's a matter of when and not if. Inevitability settings. Honestly, Cameron, I wouldn't be so sure. I'm worried. Bloody Nora, Johnny. Really, Johnny, how far have we fallen? Let me have a quick scan of the timing sheets. Max in 8th. No, we'll be all right. Half a second away from Scuderia. I think you'll be all right. That's insane, chat. If Max doesn't make it through to Q3, fudge. Oh no! What is the point, chat? We're all gonna die. Got a Fintos for like Fiasco now. Like, oh no, it's just nonsense, isn't it? I'm glad he didn't see it, Cam. Oh. He refused to do another push lap, Cam. Said he was done. Oh no! I want Max and Alonso to join forces in Le Mans. Is that how techie we're getting? A trip to Turkey never hurt anybody saying I'm not there. I can't afford that sort of stuff, and nor do I care that much. Do you know what I mean? Oh, the humanity, Max's left fronts, excuse me, getting destroyed in every corner. It was so bad. To be fair, the Lemps, you could have seen that coming though, right? The extent of the graining that Matt suffered from in Albert Park. So this season will be just about making money on degenerate bets. Well, sadly, John, I try to I can't be super explicit when I'm placing bets because it will qualify as financial services and or financial advice even, and that would be disingenuous and or irresponsible of me. However, as soon as you saw in free practice that George and Mercedes, do you know what I mean, had themselves some pace in hand, and you saw that the odds hadn't reflected it, and it was still 30% of the time that George was going to win himself a championship and an Australian Grand Prix. That was the time, chat. Because I don't think the odds makers watch free practice. So, but now he's at 50%. It's probably a little bit. So there was a lot of money to be made in Australia if you pulled the trigger between free practice and qualifying, because again, the odds checkers don't tend to watch free practice. So if something comes out in free practice, you know what I mean? If all of a sudden Ferrari are super quick, then the time to place any bets, if you are indeed a degenerate, is between free practice and quali. Max is out as soon as he can. I remember, oh no, we're getting awfully late. I did 3 times Russell this week. Oh shoot, I haven't even done my fantasy thing. Oh god. I think that was the time to do bloody Limitless, isn't it? Always the fantasy thing just fails like quickly. Do I do a quick camera racing is more exciting. Oh, it's just rubbish, isn't it? Right, that's been fantasy finished then already. No. No, I thought I was in there. Has it already cancelled? I know, team lock deadline. Okay, so I've got time. I'm all right. I can do it. Okay, fine. It is weekly, John. You got it. It's, honestly, I was wary of doing fantasy F1 because I used to get very obsessed with fantasy football. Like, get out my models and start calculating expected values and all this rubbish. Little interest in Chinese media. I'm low key double. I mean, Harambe, we're all gonna have to get. We're all gonna have to become shills of another Formula Summer. Maybe GT3 racing, NLS, Nordschleife perhaps. We are now on hopium for mats like Ferrari France last year with Essa. Sandam, that's chaos. How very day. Greetings from Dubai. Gup says, listening to you and Peter gave you some. I appreciate you saying that, mate. Mr. Windsor always. I mean, to Mr. Windsor, all the credit in the F1 hour catch-ups. I'm like Scottie Pippen, right? I've just got to pass him the ball with those. Pass him the ball and shut up. Cam, you an Arsenal fan, yeah? A little bit. Crystal Palace is my team whilst I'm in London. Aston Villa, always support your local team, which is, of course, Aston Villa. So if I had my pick of the litter, I'd choose for them to win, but too many of me mates are Arsenal. Arsenal. What do we think of Tottenham? What do we think of Tottenham? We hate Tottenham, we hate Tottenham, we hate Tottenham, we hate Tottenham. The story is that Mercedes has something under the chair, but what are they talking about? Wolfie, I think their car's planted, mate, is the problem. If you're talking about, go on, let's talk holistically about Mercedes' advantage. It's not just the bloody PU. It's not just the compression ratios. It isn't just efficiency. There's a gazillion different things. Humans on Earth, meme, you're a legend. And I know there's been a couple brand new members, and I appreciate both of you, all of you, ad infinitum, more than words might tell. Hang on, I took a seat. I've got to thank people here. Because again, this community ceases to exist without each and every single one of you. Peter Doyle, you're an absolute legend. Thank you for becoming the latest member. George, Terry, likewise. Thank you so much, guys. You are, I am humbled. 163 of you watching currently. Concurrently, it is 7:20 in the morning, GMT, get on the bandwagon. Let's go, John. You're a legend. Let's get ready to fumble. We think we're going to fumble it. Oh, no. Please. Here's my I'll be honest with you guys. If I'm watching F1 through the lens of competition, wheel-to-wheel racing of the automotive pugilistic variety, then I'm overweight Max Verstappen, right? Because I don't think anybody can. I doubt whether, sincerely, whether there's another bod on the grid. Shy of maybe Lando if McLaren get their SH1T together, who can keep George and Antonelli honest. That's my problem, chat. To be honest with you. 165 of you watching good currently, and I'm grateful for each and every single one of you. Look at me itching. Bloody Nora. I must be nervous, chat. No. Right, we need to get ourselves a poll going on. God, why am I so nervous? The Mercedes one lap speed is too much to take, says Matty. They're quick, chat. They're quick. There was always going to be some stage this year when they were forced to reveal their hand end tyre, and that's the problem. Jacques Villeneuve. I'm going to be in the bin for Davey. Here's Jacques Villeneuve chiming in. Mr. Diehard. He does make mistakes, but I think he can be faster in that car, Easy G. Of course, we speak of Lando Norris. TWM, you're a legend, mate. And again, if you haven't joined the Cameron CC Fantasy F1 League, then do that shortly hereafter. T-minus 8 minutes and 20 seconds. Why? Look how my voice has gone all monotone as if it is actually a funeral. Here resteth Formula 1 1950 to 2025. We had a good ride. He was a good formula. Traction limited, although in the latter stages of his life, he started to become a racing infidel, peering across the fence, too focused on electrification. Hybridization was what ultimately put paid to his life. I'm crying, chat. Look at this happy. Like I'm giving a eulogy here. Cam would have guessed that you're a rugby guy. You know, Sebastian. Partial. You're not a million miles away there, Sebastian. Grammar school affliction. So I was forced to play. I was a bit fleet of foot when I was younger, so I was forced to play rugby, and I absorbed it by osmosis. But back in the day, I couldn't tell you players now. I'm talking about Christian Cullen and Lomu and Tano Umaga. That's my era. Johnny Wilkinson and Jason Robbins. Those are my guys. Just van der Westhuizen. That was my era. Kimi sorely missed Verstappen is our Senna. Clark Fangio, don't disagree with you, mate. It's Red Bull's funeral, says Lord No Kids. Oh, the humanity. Just hope Oscar is going to get his redemption for this GP. I tell you what, though. You told me, was that Oscar Piastri's fault? That sudden power surge was he had one wheel on the curb stuff. Not entirely. As a percentage of the whole, of course, Oscar should be a better risk manager than that. Of course he should. Like he's still young, but he's old enough. You're good enough, then you're old enough, most definitely. Kimi Antonelli, Arvid Lindblad settings. However, I love them. I'm telling you, they've gone full TikTok on the music this year, haven't they, Sky? What was your position? Mr. B, initially I was a number 14. Or was I number 11? Did I play left or right wing? I think I was a left winger, to be fair. So number 11. And then in my latterly, I became a number 15. Couldn't catch. But if you gave me a little bit of space to run at some backs, I wasn't too bad, especially in sevens. Ugh. Union all the way, Davey. What is league? Is rugby league a sport? Right? No, I'm joking, of course. Just imagine if because of super clipping backlash, they would just cancel quali and have a starting grid lottery instead. Oh no, they'd never do that, Miami. But you might be more interested. I tell you, the soft vulnerable underbelly of this season is quali. Shez says it best on the shakedown, right? The quali is where you hear properly all of the iniquities of this formula. They hear the proper Viagra settings audible. It's so dissatisfied. I hate it. You're also a Use van der Westhuizen fan, Sandy. He was not a bat at the time. A revolutionary half-back scrum half. Wasn't bad. NBA is unwatchable. Harambe, let me tell you what's unwatchable. Viagra GP is what's unwatchable. Sports are in it. But go on then, Harambe. Let's talk about this. I was listening to a lot of you. It's a weird thing that all these sports are going through this bottleneck period simultaneously. I find it really, really strange. And I think the causes are related, So as far as UFC, they've just signed their brand new deal, and all of a sudden the private equity guys are involved, and they are only concerned about shareholder value. Is that not what we're seeing? F1, NASDAQ, 20-something billion. Is this not what's happening here? That they decided, well, with a view to maximise our shareholder value, what we need to do is get and keep the 18 to 35 fabled demographic who spend money and who'll come to a Las Vegas Grand Prix and remortgage their house. Is that not? I think there's a white paper that needs to be written here that talks about the parallels between the evolution of UFC, mixed martial arts in the hands of Dana, or not so much anymore, and F1 in the hands of Stefano as distinct from Bernie. Just listening to Chris Harris on Cars, and Chris was like, I know somebody who would not have let this happen, and that chap is Bernie Eccleston. He would have just been he would have just said, forget this is nonsense, what are we doing here? What? Change the rules, change the essence of Formula One with a view to get and keep Audi. Can't sell your soul for new entrants, right? And change who you are. I think this is a truism of life. Sprint laps 19. We'll get ourselves 5.4 circuit length, 3.4 miles. Elevation is 7.3. There were 4 straight line zones, right? No mandatory pit stops. Last year it was Sir Lewis. Can you hear in my voice how excited I am? Oh dear. Sports have tilted into pure business entertainment. Harambe, I'm telling you, Lewis needs to lock in. He sounds like he's got an opportunity, to maybe go podium. Because if Kimi and George play their way properly into the crease, then it feels like it might be a little bit futile. But again, it is a sprint race, so ultimately, that practice. Bloody Nora, who's that wearing the Red Bull jacket? Looks like she's got a great personality. Okay. They've got to be careful. I tell you what, it's really important. It is really important how they It's so bad, even our boys super clipping. I know, yeah, I am super clipping lips. Go on then. T minus 60 seconds until we get ourselves a cheeky sprint qualifying, and I'm here for it. Remember, for the avoidance of doubt, 22 cars this year. So it'll be ever so slightly different, right? We'll lose ourselves 6 during Q1 as versus 5 last year. Another 6 during Q2 or SQ2. And remember, it'll go mediums for SQ1, SQ2, and then softs proper for SQ3. The paid session. It's going to get techie, chat. Right, let me get myself some multi-view. And again, everything that you see on the left and right hand side of your screen, brought to you as always by the legends over at Multiviewer. If there is a go to your F1 app, then I know not of it, for the avoidance of that. Right, here we go. Let's go. It's a bit early, isn't it? Multitudinous. You know, it's been a while. Bang bang. I need to get myself some Yeah, 100%, John. I apologise. I am later than late things. Last of the late breakers. That was it. Last of the late harvesters. Last of the late harvesters. Very good. Verstappen gone to the pub. Sprints and races can be night and day with opening part firmer. True also, but then you want to bring in some. I think we need a little bit more risk and I'll tell you what the problem is. Because Mercedes car is so sorted. Can you believe that Kimi Antonelli yeeted his car into the barrier in FP3, and then they turned it around for what? They didn't even have time to set up the car. They just rebuilt it, and then Kimi Antonelli went out there and still put it in P2 without even having a setup because they didn't have time. What? Tell me that you are dominant without telling me that you are dominant. Last of the late harvesters. I love that. I love it. Just here to complain about the new rules, says Twig. Not actually going to watch anymore. The sport is broken, but FIA will not silence me. You should not, Twig. Be silenced, mate. You've got to speak here. Got to speak your truth. Shoot straight. Good morning, Cam, says Joshua from SC USA. SC, I should know this. South Carolina. From the University of SC. Big love, and thanks for keeping me up. Oh my gosh, 3:30 a.m. Joshua. Oh, the humanity. No, I appreciate you, mate. That's dedication. Hard work, dedication. Just like our mate Floyd used to say. Seen that Floyd's about to fight Mike Tyson and then Manny Pacquiao. What are we doing here? It's weird, isn't it? We're in this purgatory as far as sports are concerned. No longer is it about meritocracy and things. It's all about bloody squeezing the most dollars and cents out of the equation as possible. It's sad. T-minus 9 minutes and 20 seconds remaining. Check it out. When Ferrari Tel was doing its fancy bits while slowing down and braking, it looks like it's getting unstable. Well, you saw Lewis Hamilton off, right? All over the show. Here we are. Max Verstappen on a cheeky hot lap. Purple, but it is early. Take it, though. It's good to see Max Verstappen purple. White where he should be. 24.9 rounded, set to 1. 28.7, although Hajar's already gone quicker. Let's have a look, compare and contrast these laps from Max. Bloody Nora, Isaac's right there with Max. Max is not loving this at all. A 10th up, Max Verstappen. And then a 10th down. Yeah, it is even Stevens. Bloody Nora. Is Isaac Hajar about to do a quicker lap than Max? It is what Peter Windsor said, isn't it? That the advantages of the God tier. Hajar tops your timing sheets on a 34.4. All eyes on Max Verstappen. Go on, Max. Max goes slower, 34.5. 5/100ths adrift. Oh, the humanity. Do you remember when Peter was explaining as to why the likes of Charles Leclerc and Max Verstappen have got their lunch money stolen from them because in this rule and reg set, the cars are just a lot easier to drive? It's like, do you remember when Checo Perez could keep with Max Verstappen in 22 for the first like 4 or 5 races because they'd made the car much more understeery as versus the front nose? Techie. Tyson fight is a testament. The sports landscape is really poor. 5 100ths. Yeah, no, Mr. Windsor warned us, didn't he? That the best drivers have got their lunch money stolen from them by this rule and reg set. It's because all the other entertainment's fallen off. They're trying to herd entertainment-style masses into their F1 pen. Sacrifices must be made. Mate, you've said something there. Don't forget. You've said something. Oh, Lewis Hamilton tops your timing sheets on a 33.7. 5 tenths, half a second quicker than Charles Leclerc. Oof. Tyson fight is a testament to. I know, John. But we did. There is an overlap, no pun intended, though, because it's where there is a intersectionality as far as sports are concerned. Go on then. Here we got Piastri on a cheeky hot lap. Oh wow, Conor Pinto compromised Hamilton. So Lewis has got even more pace in that Ferrari, therefore. Interesting. Battery battle. Last of the late harvesters. Combined harvester PLC. Bortoleto goes 6th. Don't hate it. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. But Stroll gets his time struck off as per usual. I can't watch. I have a bad feeling, Sandam says. Hajar. I tell you what. Recency bias, the Verstappen naysayers will be sharpening their knives. I'm telling you, chat. If Hajar starts to out-qualify Max with any sort of frequency, what will Max do? Just be like, I've had enough of this. So Lewis Hamilton put some respect on his name, says D. Sylvester. I know it's about that. And your boy didn't include him. Seeing as that, for the poll this week, Max and Lewis were like, Max was ever so slightly ahead, just slightly, marginally ahead of Lewis in the odds. And as soon as I put Max in there, I knew the Lewis Hamilton fans were going to be like, oh, Cameron, how very dare you not include Lewis in the pot. Mate, I'm dictated to by the actuarials, do you know what I mean? Whatever the odds say, that's what I look at. George Russell, 24, half a second up in sector 1 alone. Insane. Level through sector 2. Fudge cake. That's insane, chat. Going to be low 33s here from George. 33.7 from Lando. Is George going to break 32? We'll go close. 33.4. That's not too bad, though. Excuse me, I was looking at Antonelli's time. 33. We said low 33s, didn't we? Shoot, chat. There are fouls. Oh, no. This is chaos. Holy smoke. T minus 4 minutes and 32 seconds. That's chaos, chat. Fudge. 133.0 from King George Russell. Houston, we have a problem. Yeah, no, Max isn't happy with this. Max improves his time at the very least, goes quicker than Isaac Hajar will take that. Do you know what I mean? Can't have Max getting beat by Isaac. Sophomore season. Oh. Behrman faster than the Red Bulls again. No, what are we doing? Oh, TWM. Listen, mate, I'm dictated to. I'll defer. I think it's going to happen next time out, probably. But I'm whatever the odds say, TWM. You know what I mean? If the odds were to say George, Antonelli, Behrman, and Bortoleto, those would be the 4 options in the poll. Easy G, we tried to tell you guys, look at Verstappen. All I'm going to say to you, Cameron. What do you mean, Z? See, you don't bat 1,000, but you come very close. Although, I mean, you're Aston Martin core, but you're not the only person. Cameron also thought that Aston Martin were going to build a rocket ship, and where are they now? Nowhere. 33.1. Let's go, Lewis. I don't hate that. Keep George Russell honest. That's only a tenth for drift, and I like that. Okay, so the track is at a different state of evolution, but I'll take that. Yeah, correct. Crofty, the track is evolving and rubbering in. Lewis only a tenth. Don't hate it, ECG. Somebody's got to hold. Do you know what I mean? Somebody's going to make this competitive. Level. The shifts are terrible, says Max. Oh no. Oh no. Oh God. All right. T minus 2 minutes and 29 seconds of this SQ1 round 2 China Sprint Grand Prix qualifying fast car merchant settings. I know that's what they will say about George. I'm so sad. This hurts my soul. No. I can't watch Max as a midfield. It feels very glitch in the matrix, doesn't it? Feels like a waste. Like when Alonso's been like Alonso's career perishing at the restaurant of poor cars and poor decision making. Bortoletto cheeky off. Yeah, I'll take that, John. I'm not going to lie to you. I need to see somebody hold George's feet to the flame of competition. Here we go. Max Verstappen, let's go. 6/10 says Bernie Collins, is the extent to which the track is evolving. 24.8 from bloody Nora. Max is losing 0.6 in sector 1 alone. Holy smokes. 28.5, 0.6 and then 0.4. Fudge. So Max over the first 1.1 second, Max is losing over the course of the first 2 sectors. Holy smoke. 1.1 seconds is the delta. Davey, you're a legend. I appreciate you, mate. You're far too kind. Have a cheeky pint of Guinness on Paddy's Day from me. Nothing but love, Davey. You that means a lot, chap. And happy. When is St. Paddy's Day? Or Paddy's Day? I was corrected by somebody that said you can't say, you either say St. Patrick's Day or Paddy's Day. Don't say St. Paddy's Day. Listen to Crofty getting on his bloody oh, this isn't bad. Go away, Crofty, with your propaganda. Absolute clown. I appreciate you. 17th of March, so I'm a bit premature, eh, Davey? But I appreciate you nonetheless. Go on then. Currently in the drop zone, Perez having not set a lap. Bottas, Gonzo, Stroll, Colapinto, Alonso, Albon. Go on then, so out in, oh my gosh. Go on, Sainz. Sainz setting a lap that goes nowhere. So Carlos Sainz, Alex Albon. Albon doesn't look like he's going to go quicker. Go on, Alex. Albon, Gonzo. So that crystallises your bottom 6. Those out, therefore, in SQ1. Carlos Sainz, Albon, both Aston Martin, and both Cadillac. I mean, Noah's Ark, right? Is what you expect at this juncture. Bloody Nora. Oof. Max in P11. Who's ahead of Max here? Lawson, bloody Nora. That's chaos. That Liam is quicker than Max in a Racing Bulls car. Wow. I mean, Matt's more than 1.1 seconds behind George. Yeah, right, real racing. It's a bit techie. Commissar Crofty. Oof. Double check the drivability. That's horrendous. Oh no, Max. No. Is anyone going to call out Red Bull? That's 2 years in a row. Tracks like this. B team have put it. I know that's disrespectful, isn't it? Just my opinion. Oh yeah, it was snap oversteer. Motors overrun on Lewis running it back this year. Define running it back, Motors. Oh, sorry, I understand now what you're talking about. Well, you can't do it at overs and unders. You just want to, if you're talking about in absolute terms, in winning another sprint race, I think you go. I think the line is -2, isn't it? If you're talking about places, -2 versus P1 at least. P3 is where Lewis. P3, P4 is where you'd estimate on average Lewis will finish. Because those bloody Mercedes are quicker. 349 of you watching concurrently, do me a favour and smash the like if you like the stream. Then like the stream, it means more than you might realise. Purple sectors this year, do you know what I mean? And don't forget to hit that subscribe as well. Wanted Lewis versus Max this year. We've been hoping for Lewis versus Max for about 10 years now, do you know what I mean? 2021. 22 was the year that promised it. But again, what did FIA do? Change your fudging rules, because that makes perfect sense. Aston Martin 2 seconds behind. Yeah, but not to worry, Starfish Troopers. Croft is telling us that it's the best. It's the best that he's ever seen Formula One. You know what I mean? Don't you dare think that you're going to rally against the regime. How dare you criticise Formula One? Do you know? Like, no, it's just not how this works. Thanks, come for hosting, Bet. I appreciate you saying that. Relax, we're trying out here. Got to make some improvements. Do you know what I mean? But we'll get there in the end. Punctuality is the apex predator of the things for what I need to improve. We're a couple of minutes away from a cheeky. Oh, and by the way, I think the timing has changed between Q1 and Q2. I think we've got an extra minute as versus last year. Looking forward to the night. I don't know, can you imagine? Growing. Oh, God. Techie. Traku. Well, champion in awful regs must feel nice only for Woody. He doesn't care. He just wants to win. I don't even blame him. I don't blame him. I too would want to win only, irrespective of the rules of the regs. Just keep watching. Lewis's sprint quali lap last year was 30.8. Yeah, they're slower than slow things. Slower than F2 and F3 through turn 9, turn 10 last year. Combined Harvester Championship. Last of the late harvesters. Bad. Like Arsenal just want to win court. I know this is true. By any means necessary. I actually cancelled my F1 TV subscription. Oh my gosh. They're gonna say sometimes you've got to talk with your feet. They will hear you. Can you imagine everybody just en masse cancelled their F1 TV subscription? They would change the rules then. You know what I mean? They would definitely change the rules then. The way to hit them is to hit them in their bucket. Then they'll start listing, definitely. Sucks really. I hope the racing would be good. I know. It's sad times. This is just bollocks and complete letdown. Chirima. Practice session 1 did not have a single negative comment on the official YouTube. Yeah, no. This is Fidel Castro's Cuba. F1 is what it is. Russell dominance versus Hamilton. He's just quick. Look at that. Every time you get to a straight, he is just quicker. Better traction out of the turns and harvesting or clipping less. That's hilarious. Look at Alex looking at bless her. For once, Alex not front and centre. Oh, though they had to get Alex in. Whoop, no, there's Alex. Let's zoom in on her. Oh dear, I cancel. Oh my god, everybody's cancelling subscriptions. I probably won't renew my F1 either. Jeez, problemas. Tenemos problemas. We are no longer in F1 en hora buena at all. Even Alexandra knows it's done. I know the pursed mouth smile. Bless Alex for always being there for Charles. You know what I mean? She's his companion, follows him all over the world. So good woman, Alex. I did cancel my F1 TV Pro. Bloody Nora. Everybody's on it. VPN is king. True as well. True as well. True indeed. Go on then. 9 minutes and 14 seconds left on the docket. The SQ2 docket, round 2, Chinese Grand Prix sprint qualifying. I'm excited. I am absolutely ecstatic. I can barely contain my enthusiasm. You can cut the tension with a knife. There is nothing to see over here. All the complainants. What are they complaining about? Crofty told us this is the best racing that we've ever got. Combined Harvester GP. Viagra settings. Last of the late harvesters. Nah, it's no nonsense, isn't it? It's all rubbish. No, this is incredible. Chat. Humans cancelled in December. How very dare you cancel? Why would you cancel? This is brilliant racing. Did you see the first 10 laps of Albert Park? Chef's kiss. Senna would have loved to competed in these rules and regs. Who will be on the poll? This is true. It's a good shout, actually. I should get that. 72% of you still keep faith. If however some says belief, sans evidence in Max Verstappen getting through to Q3. Oof. Go on then. We need to get a poll for poll, don't we? Of course. Of course. Just keep watching. Oh, hang on. Am I missing something here? I think I'm missing something. 1 second. Forgive me, EasyG, for not including. In fact, you know what? We can do this here. Just keep watching. Yeah, there we go. 340 if you're watching, could currently do me a favour, smash a like. Not gonna lie, this whole thing feels wrong. The regulations feel so unnatural from what we even had last year. I don't disagree with you, Mr. Bungle. It sits and easy. I suspect that, as is the way with Formula One, they will change something and then we'll feel like we've got our F1 back. But then the next thing will be, how do you sort Motus, you're a legend. I appreciate you becoming a member. Get yourself over to the community tab and shortly thereafter into the Discord, within which space we continue the F1 modes of discourse, conversation, argument. The Macarena wing did go on and they decided that there's not advantage in it. I think it's too heavy, too cumbersome. So all the bloody sexy, all the, for however more slippery the car becomes, they lose more, I think, in terms of weight and the actuation of it than they gain in terms of slipperiness. Hey up, Pierre Gasly. Chill out, Pierre. Currently in your drop zone with T minus 5 minutes and 26 seconds remaining. Arvid Lindblad, Max Verstappen goes top. Commentators curse with a 33.5. So currently in your drop zone, having not set laps, are Lawson, Ocon, Antonelli, Leclerc, Hamilton, George Russell. Although George Russell's gone fastest. Purple set to 1. Look at that. 6/10 down the road, half a second. When you do half a second, that's chaos. If you are George Russell in a W17 Mercedes and you dunk on Max Verstappen 6/10 through sector 1 alone, it's chaos, chat. Although Charles Leclerc come after Charles Leclerc, right? He's just done 24.1. Let's have a look at that. So George goes a tenth quicker, and then he goes, look at that, chat, flipping Nora, a tenth, and then he's got 4/10. So he's going to go low 32s here. Jeez. Going to go low 32s here, George. Maybe a 32.3. 32.5 from Kimi. Okay, so that's close. But now George is going to just dunk on this watch. 32.3, 32.2 maybe. 32.2 from George. For crying out loud, chat. What's going on? Hates the wood, you're a legend. What's good, family? How are we liking them apples today? Not very much, mate. George is on to one here. Yeah, he's going to... They'll change it. But the problem is, will they change it soon enough? I don't think... They've got a couple of dragons for which they need to slay here. It's not just the formula. It's the bloody... It's the levelling of the competitive landscape or lack thereof. Bit dominant, George. Alain Prost settings with his stability and understeer. 132.24. What you need, chat. I'll tell you what you need. Go on, I've got an easy fix for this if we're talking about competition. Get out the Apex. Who's that? Yeah, he's blocked me. And Antonelli. Antonelli was sleeping, mate, to be fair. Okay, here I've got a fix for the season, chat. I'll be honest. This is what we need to do. Bin off Antonelli. Oh my gosh, by the way, you know what? I've been sleeping on this clearly. Here's the fix for the season, competition-wise. Bin off Antonelli and put Max in that car or Charles. Done. Great season incoming, therefore. And the only reason why I'm talking that way is, of course, because George Russell last night said words to these effect that I've always wanted to... I've got it recorded. I just watched Cameron streams. I appreciate you saying that, Harambe. He said, did you guys hear George say, I've always wanted to go against... Here, have a listen to this.
Well, I've always said I want to be teammates with Max because I feel I had the opportunity with Lewis to go head-to-head with the greatest ever driver in Formula One. And, of course, now Max is a driver who is at an incredible level. And I want to go head-to-head, so...
Cool, can't wait to see that.
Careful what you wish for, mate. This time next year, you might well get your wish. I suspect they might be having conversations now. Because Toto knows what time it is. He knows what time it is. Wow. Say what you will about the ground effect here, but at least the times were clear. I know there's a couple of different things, Cameron, even if they change the runners, won't change the order. The order is established. Potentially. You're just trying to keep his seat. Oh, gosh. Are we sure this isn't AI? It feels a little bit like AI, doesn't it? Fudge cake. Oh, hang on. There's an Oscar Piastri lap. Goes 33.0. Don't hate that. But again, still, you're talking about stakes. Still 7/10 adrift of the race lead. T minus 30 seconds remaining. In your drop zone, the usual suspects, Colapinto, Lindblad, Behrman, Lawson, Bortoletto, Ocon. Oh, the humanity. Oh, the humanity. What are we doing here, chat? Max P9. So go on then, your top 10 looks something like this for those of you who are listening. Can you remove that thing from the T cam of Liam Lawson? They haven't even got that anymore. Do you remember the cameras used to do one of these to just get rid of the dirtiness? So currently, George Russell tops your timing sheet. It's Russell, Antonelli, it's Leclerc, it's Piastri. Oh, cheeky improvement from Liam Lawson, but to no avail, methinks. There we go. Liam Lawson got on. Like, can you imagine if Liam goes and knocks out? No. Let's go, Maximilian Verstappen. No one's going to beat Max. No one. All right, chat. All right, Max Verstappen through to Q3. How do you like them apples, Z? I thought we thought that it's done all right, hasn't it? That might be his lot though. That might be his lot. Both Red Bull, Ford, through to Q3. I don't hate that, but I mean, flipping. I feel like Lewis Hamilton fans, die-hard ones, Colt LH ones must have felt last year, cheering Q3. Fudge. It's messy from Max, isn't it? Can I get an amen for my fellow Lewis Hamilton Delulu, says H. the Wood. Ah. Go on then. Yeah, gravel. But ultimately, Johnny, Q3, take it. Matt scraped it. How can we celebrate true? I'm with you, Sandy. I'm with you. Sad times, eh? TWM rally settings, WRC. Colin McRae out, therefore, in SQ2. Colapinto, Lindblad, Bortoletto, Lawson, Esteban Ocon, Hulkenberg. I just done all right there. Look at that. Look how close Hajar is to Max every time. 5/100ths. Bloody Nora. Last of the late harvesters. Viagra GP. Got Ollie Behrman, fair play to him. Look at that, Behrman and Gasly, eh? Just keep watching. The irony, chat. That's the new theme tune to the intro VT. Just keep watching. Oh, the humanity, chat. Oh, the humanity. Problems. Remember when this track was always a flex for F1 to showcase the high speed? Now, they're not even showing telemetry hiding it. Standard. How fast are they here? Honest question. So through the speed trap, they are going 320 kilometers per hour. The fastest. Hajar has more Mario Kart. It's true. It was bittersweet, says TWM, to stoop so low, but be happy at the same time. Investigation, Kimi and Lando. Oh yeah, no, Kimi was a little bit cumbersome, let's say, in his car placement. He's got to be. I suppose it's not his fault though. His engineer's got to tell him. Mention no names, Bono. That would be sad. Hajar will start to curse. Expletives. Oh, the impotency. Viagra GP. What is going on? Oh. I feel sad. I feel that's the overarching sentiment, isn't it? This is Allegory of the Cave. We're looking at shadows, chat. Which is not real, is it? Last of the Late Harvesters. Nintendo box. Crofty, I know the sun is out, but you're going to talk about Isaac Hajar in the bloody Delta. Monaco best race this season? No. The cars are still too big to get any overtaking in Monaco. Unless, of course, you are Behrman and Antonelli. F1 rather watch over racing in the States. I don't hate it. Oh, no. What are we doing? Okay. Just keep watching. Go on then, Ted Kravitz. Tell us how good this racing is. Well, potential five place grid penalty. Is that for Antonelli? I haven't heard anything this end because Ted Kravitz is too busy telling us how brilliant the racing is. Tate McRae was used as F1 track. You should have known it was. I actually like the Tate McRae song. I didn't know who Tate McRae was there. True, Ted. Even Australia, it was tight. I just missing the narrative arc from last year. Total would drop kick in the in-house deeply chest. One George Russell of Kings, Lynn Norfolk for Max. We'll see into France. I don't think it's Wood anymore. I don't think it's Wood. Not necessarily 1984 settings. It is 1984 settings. It is unbelievably contrived in the way they're trying to message this. MotoGP, NASCAR, IndyCar, something. Okay, Chip Ganassi. Good effort, I'm being told by the legend that is Adam Cooper. For Arvid Lindblad to get P15. This being his first time around the Shanghai International Track. Only 0.3 adrift of his teammate. Don't hate that. What's the final call, gents? Max P8 around there. But I mean, what are we doing here? King George Russell from Kings Lynn Norfolk on pole. You heard it here first. Well, bruh, said without a hint of sarcasm, surely. You know what I mean? Are you going to predict that the sun will set and rise? Is that your next prediction? At 90% chance Max qualifies outside of the top 6. Bloody Nora. Hey Cam, if Max takes Kimmy's seat next year, who is losing their job? Bono, GP won't lose his job. No, Max will demand. But then, to be fair, Bono might follow Kimmy to wherever he goes. Although Bono's got he's got a senior role, hasn't he? T-minus 5 minutes. Go on and let's have a look at, bloody no, look at George, already ominous. Early though. It's a bit early, is George, on them their soft compound tyres. And again, SQ3, everybody will have to put on softs. There's the rules. With these cars, the 2025 max quality is possible. Japan. I don't know, Andy. It's different. No. What we saw from Suzuka and Max Verstappen last year, I don't think it is possible. It's not traction limited. And in that, you take away, look at that. Antonelli goes top on a 131.8, but I think George is about to see to that. He's close, actually. Look at that. 0.3, not as close. It's the bloody, Kimi flopped the third sector. He was right there, but a cheeky mistake. It would have been closer. Max Verstappen goes 33.2. Oh, 0.7. Oh, no. Charles Leclerc goes 32.7. What are we doing here, chat? Oh my gosh, everybody's in 32s. 7/10 is the delta between Lewis. But that's not bad from Lewis. I mean, Lewis is 6. What is going on here? I don't understand, chat. This is just nonsense now. T-minus 3 minutes and 25 seconds left on the docket. George Russell has the whip hand. He is 3.5 tenths down the road from Kimi Antonelli, who in turn is 3 tenths. It's a bit daft, isn't it, John, to be honest? Let's all be positive. This is the best. Senna would love to drive these cars. It'd be perfect. I mean, look at the overtaking. It's so incredible. I mean, testament to Formula One, their innovation, the way they like to prioritise this hybridisation. Of course, you've got to take away the MGUH. Nobody wants to see a battery that's fully charged. Traction limited is for grizzled F1 veterans. It's old hat. It's played out. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. $500 if you're watching. Could currently do me a favour and smash a like. It means more than you might realise. Just keep watching. Isaac really has bad luck. Go on then, let's have a gander. 2 minutes on the docket. George Russell, just look at him, he's going purple already, set to 1. Going again. 23.9 is the pit to click. It looks like he's backed out of that, George. Yellow microsectors now. 23.9. No, George is still in it. But he's going purple microsectors for set to 1, and then a few yellow microsectors, micro mini sectors, excuse me. 23.9. Hey, look at that. Kimi's on one. 27.5. Go on then, Kimi. Hook up a sector 3, chap. And we might have ourselves a conversation. Kimi tracking. Look, Kimi's actually quicker through sector 2. Go on then. All eyes on the microsectors of Kimi Antonelli. If you can do something. No. Yellow microsectors, Kimi. We need to see green, chap. Go on, Kimi. Pick to click 39.9. Can Kimi Antonelli get a 39 sector 3 here? I don't think so. I think something's happened to that. I think track grip has dropped off ever so slightly through sector 3. Although Antonelli gets a couple green microsectors in, but then George says, I'll see you that and raise you this. 39 potentially. No, nothing doing from Antonelli. He's not quick enough through sector 3. No. Nobody's gone fast. I think the track grip has dropped off ever so slightly. As Piastri goes purple, 23.913. Don't hate it. And purple microsectors here from Oscar Piastri. Let's go, Oscar. Come on, chap. Come on, chap. Come off that OJP, surely. All eyes on the microsector of... oh, no, he's 28. He's 3/10 adrift. Fudge. He's half a tenth up. So 0.25 is how much he's carrying. Go on, Oscar. There's P2 here for you, chap. Goes purple microsector OJP. Let's go, Oscar Piastri. Come on, chap. Come on, chap. The F1, the hopes of the F1 fan base globally rest on your shoulders, OJP. Come off the... Lando Norris goes third on a 32.1, 6/10 adrift. Oscar Piastri's going to go quicker, but how much quicker? 31.7 maybe? I think he might become the meat in a Mercedes sandwich. Oh my God, Oscar Piastri. And he goes, fudge cake. Sector 3, can't do it. There is something in that sector 3. All of them. Okay, so we need to dissect for sector 3, chat. There is something in sector 3 of this Shanghai International track where the Mercedes are just bloody gone clear of everybody. Half a second. Oscar Piastri was on a lap there, but then gets a 40.5 in as versus George Russell's 39.9. The Toto Wolf. That's going to become the meme that he does every time. He's over here and then he looks at the camera and does one of these. Fudge. He's gaining half a second. Yeah, no, he's getting that meme every time, isn't he, Toto? Half a second. There's something in this sector 3, chat. I'm going to have to go away and do a bit of a deep dive here. Jeez. Straights. It's those two big bloody straights, isn't it? There we go. Oh, chat. It's the straights. Out of turn 13, you've got the big long straight. And then out of turn 16, going down the home straight, crossing the line, you've got another big bloody straight. Clipping list. It's efficiency, isn't it? Software management. Mercedes have done something here. I'm going to have to cancel my F1 TV subscription, says Dre. Oh, no, that was depressing. Bye-bye, Levs. GR with the nonchalant response. I mean, he's got to expect it. This is rubbish. What is this crap? Liam, far too generous as always. I tell you what it is. I feel like there are two dragons for which we need to slay at this juncture. Of course, you've got to talk about the rules and the regs and the bloody Viagra settings and last of the late harvesters, the combined harvester formula that is F1. But you've got to have a conversation about the dominance that George Russell can dunk on the rest to the tune of half a second in Sector 3 alone. Problemas. This is why Andrea Stella and Jimmy V, whereas before they were so complimentary of Mercedes HPP and their power unit program and the soft, now they're looking and realising that Mercedes have been a smidgen skullduggerous in giving us, in the first instance, the power unit later than they got their hands on it, the most updated version of it. And so too the software, because they're doing something a bit trickier. They're running it more efficiently. That's why they're clipping less at the end of the straights. Lewis Hamilton takes a look at the Red Bull. Don't look at that car, Lewis. Do you know what I mean? Max Verstappen P8, Isaac Hadjar P10. What's the delta between Max? Half a second. Oh, Red Bull. What are we doing? What are we doing? What happened? The rules happened. I thought Oscar Piastri was on for something there, though, for a second. I don't think they can keep with George in Sector 3. It's too power hungry. Only Antonelli got within 2/10. Everybody else, look at Hamilton. Hamilton, that's not too bad. 0.4. Oh, for fud's sake. I'm going to run. Chat. That's long. Oh, well. Let's all try and be positive and kumbaya. Do you know what I mean? Nothing to see here. Fantastic championship. Fantastic racing. At the forefront of the automotive industry is Formula One. Do you know what I mean? Said without a hint of sarcasm and absolutely without my tongue very firmly in my cheek. What's nothing to see here? Lewis Hamilton having a look at the car as well, you might. Okay, copy. Good game, F1. Good game, guys and girls. Unbelievable. Good game, Formula One. Good game. Right, guys, we go again tomorrow. And again, I should go at 10 a.m. I'll try and prepare a cheeky 10 a.m. and piece together all the relevant plots and narratives, and we'll talk to it. 8 p.m. for the cheeky Friday show, as per usual. Bjorn, you're a legend. Don't hide this chat. Hidden, censored, allegory of the cave, 1984. All animals are created equal. Some are created more equal than others. You guys are legends, one and all. I appreciate you each to the moon and back. 10 a.m. we go live. 8 p.m. for the Friday night show, where we'll argue about the relative merits or lack thereof as far as the 2026 rule and reg set. It feels and looks and smells like Combined Harvester GP, last of the late harvesters, Viagra GP. It is anticlimactic, but they will change for it because people are dialing out en masse. And if there is one thing that they need to weaponize, Liberty Media, it is the monetization of the sports franchise that is F1. Have a fantastic Friday, you guys, one and all. I appreciate each and every single one of you to the moon. And between now and next time, may all your sectors be purple.